What's going on, everybody? It's bright and early on Saturday morning. It's actually like 6:45 in the morning, so it's like the ass crack of dawn. But today is the big trunk sale that they do once a month a couple towns over, and it's June in Florida, so it's gonna be a hot one. But yeah, I'm heading out there right now. I'm gonna bring you guys along, and just like the last few times, we've just got so many bangers. I love this trunk sale. To me, it's honestly better than like going to a good auction, or it's really my favorite way to source right now is going to this trunk sale, and they have it once a month. So I'll bring you guys along. We'll see what we can find out there. So I just spent 3 hours in the Florida heat out there. You can tell I'm flushed, sweaty, hot. It's June in Florida, so the high today is like in the mid to high 80s. But yeah, it was actually a nice morning. It was a little overcast, so the heat wasn't that bad. Maybe the last hour the sun came out and it did get a little warm out there. But it was well worth it. It was well worth the sweat equity because we filled up the back of the truck. I can't wait to show you guys the stuff we got. I definitely got some really good bangers this time, so I'm looking forward to sharing that stuff with you guys. All right, guys, so I got some of this stuff pulled out from the trunk sale. I just filled up this one table, so I'm gonna show you guys what's on this table. Then I'll unload the rest of the stuff and show you guys what I have after this table, because we did get quite a big load today. It was a really good, successful trip, but I can't wait to show you guys. Also, by the time I edit these videos and get them on YouTube, like I already have a bunch of stuff like filmed from the past couple of weeks, so those couple of videos will come out before this video. That being said, there's usually about a 2-week gap between the time I film these videos and the time I actually edit and post them to YouTube, because I'm like 2 or 3 videos behind. So as I'm showing you these items, if they've already sold in the past couple of weeks since I've procured the items, I'll pop up a screenshot of what I actually sold the item for. So without further ado, let's get started. Check this out. 1993 Batman Batcave. Sealed in the original box. I paid $50 for it. I found one sold comp on a used one for $80. So to have it new in the box, there was none listed and none sold. That must be how hard this thing is to find new in the box. But I think it should be worth at least $120 to $200, somewhere in that range. Next item we got from the same seller. I gave him $100 for both boxes, so I essentially paid $50 each. But this is the Hot Wheels Slime Kano. Let's see. I was looking for a date on here, but I don't see a date. So probably around the same time, early to mid 90s. And I can't remember exactly what this one was worth. I think it was worth about $125 new in a box like this. I got a nice Coach purse for $20. You can see it has a nice pattern on there. It is authentic. We had it checked out, and the person that sells, I know this person that just sells high-end purses, and I sent her pictures and she said it was 100% authentic. So we should be able to get, I don't even really know, $50 to $100 for this purse, depending on the model and how well it sells and how desirable it is. This was a good find, and it was late in the day when I picked this item up. I paid $20 for this Breville. I think it's like a panini press or something like that. It's really big. I can't get it open right now, but these are selling for like $150 to $175. I only paid $20 for it, so I'll make well over $100 profit off this one item. These like small kitchen appliances, they always sell well. You just have to look up the brand and model number to make sure it's a desirable one. And Breville is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. They got these really nice women's Nikes. Now I looked up sold comps on these, and these shoes in brand new condition are selling for like $250 to $300. So, whoopsie, blooper. So yeah, but these ones are pre-owned and good condition, like probably 8.5 out of 10 if I had to put them on a grading scale. There is like a couple scuffs and stuff, but I got some really good shoe cleaners, so I'm gonna actually try my best to clean up this part really well. But the shoes have only been worn a few times. They're in excellent condition. That being said, they're easily, I paid the girl $40 for them, and they're easily worth $100 to $150. Next item was this brand new HP Office Jet 4500. Do not sleep on the printers, guys. I sell a lot of printers, and right now, ever since the pandemic, they've just been flying off the shelves. The person was asking 45 for this one. It's brand new with the ink cartridges and everything. In this condition, this printer should sell for around 140, 150 bucks, and I only paid $40 for it, so that'll be another good come up. And check out how nice these boots are. Brand new, never been worn. Made by Resistol, black gold series. Just super nice boots, and you can see person was asking 25. I offered 20, she accepted. I gladly paid $20 for these. They're definitely worth $90 to $120 all day. And I couldn't even find any that were the black gold series. So these are probably extra special, and I really wouldn't be surprised if we got well over $100 for this pair of boots. Got another nice pair of cowboy boots. These are Tony Llama, which is actually a better brand than Resistol, and they're snake skin. These are really nice. I sold a few pair of these recently, but this one has a little bit of snake skin missing here, so these would probably be more for like work boots or riding boots for somebody. And if they weren't in perfect condition, they'd be $100, but with that flaw there, I'm gonna guess like, you know, $60 to $75 for this pair. Got the Skechers Shape Ups. The person was only asking $5, so kind of a no-brainer. Brand new in the box. And I have had these recently, and they seem to be pretty desirable, and they seem to be selling well. I don't know if Skechers makes these anymore or what, but they seem to sell really good for resellers. And I didn't even look up sold comps because I just knew enough about the Shape Ups that they sell good. But for $5, I should be able to sell these for $35 to $45 plus shipping, maybe even a $50 bill if I'm lucky. But a great pickup at $5. Another nice pair of like collectible Nikes. These are in really good condition for the model that they are. And these shoes in brand new condition since they're an older model, probably, let's see. They're from 2019, so they're not that old, but these in brand new condition are selling for $150, $160. These are pre-owned in really good condition, so I should get about $75 for them. And I paid the guy $20 for this pair. I picked up a bag of golf head covers for $15. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we essentially paid $3 each. Now I'm not gonna make a killing off of these head covers. Like I said, I only paid $3 each, but most of these will sell for $15 to $20 each plus shipping. I just shove them in a padded mailer and ship them out. It couldn't be any easier to get rid of them once they actually do sell. So really not a bad pickup, and like this is a really nice one, TaylorMade M4. Like I know that's worth 20, 25 bucks. And then, you know, if I got $15 each out of these, probably be about $80, and help a few people out and replace the head covers that they lost on the golf course. But I get these every once in a while, not a bad pickup. I don't really like to sell cheaper stuff, but certain stuff that's easy to deal with and I already know that there's a market for it, I'll pick up from time to time. Got this like brand new, or like new, it looks like they might have been worn maybe one time. They got the Vibram sole. They're like army combat boots. They are made by a company called Belleville. So really nice combat boots. These should sell for $40 to $50 plus shipping. I might get $59 plus shipping if I'm lucky, but really nice pair of boots, perfect condition. Somebody will definitely scoop these up. So this was probably my best pickup of the day. If you guys have been selling on eBay for a while, you know that these are like some of the holy grail items. This is a Bose Wave music system with 2 remotes and the original manual with the CD player thing attachment on the bottom, so you can have multiple CDs. This one's in perfect condition. I paid the guy $140 for this, but I should have no problem getting $400 or more out of this setup. I mean, if I have to give it away, $350, and on a good day you can get almost $500 for this setup, especially with the manual and remotes. So I'm really excited about this one. The guy was asking $150. I offered $140 and he accepted, so I was really stoked. And I found this late in the day. The guy was like one of the last people there, and after I made my first round, I was heading back towards the car and he had just got set up, and it was just perfect timing where I was able to scoop this up for $140. Okay guys, I guess I didn't realize how much shit I actually picked up at that trunk sale. So I have a lot more shit here to show you, so I'm gonna run through this stuff a little bit faster than I did through the first table so we can get through this. But I picked up another Coach purse, paid $20. I didn't even look these up on the spot. It was from the same lady that had that Coach purse, but they're in really good condition. She took great care of them, so I paid 20. I know that this one is probably not worth as much as the leather one, but I think it's still a $40, $50 purse, and I got both of them for 40 bucks, so can't really lose on those. I would not have known what this was had the guy not told me. I knew it looked like a World War II Navy shirt, but it's really small, like a child size. And the guy told me that it was from Cracker Jack. I guess you could like save up your Cracker Jack UPCs or whatever, and then send them in for a military outfit for a kid. So they're really rare, and I think that this shirt, I gave the guy $10, and it should be worth about 60, 70 bucks. Pretty cool piece. I picked up this box of knives for $35. As you guys know, I pick up knives all the time. I know all the good brands. When it comes to kitchen knives, you want to keep an eye out for this, J.A. Hinkle's. But you also do want to look up the model numbers and stuff. Like this one says 31071-200, because J.A. Hinkle's does make some cheaper knives that probably wouldn't have been worth the pickup. But we got like 1, 2, 3, 4 Hinkle's knives in here, Sabatier knives. This is good brands. I paid $35 for the whole box. This knife alone is worth $35 or more by itself. So I should be able to squeeze like $100, $120 out of this knife, because there's some good kitchen cutlery here. I got this Delta faucet brand new in the box for $15. These things are ridiculously expensive at Home Depot and Lowe's. This thing would probably be $100, well, let's say $90 to $120 at the store, depending on the model. Regardless, I picked it up for $15. I should have no problem selling this for $60 to $80 plus shipping. There's a super nice trombone in here. I actually got it from the same guy I got the Bose radio from. I walked away and then I came back. I scooped this up for $60. When I looked up the brand and model, there was sold comps in the $500 to $600 range, and I only paid $60 for it. I don't know enough about musical instruments to know if this one is actually worth that much, but I definitely was ready to take the gamble at $60. And this thing is clean inside. It's a super nice trombone, so I should have no problem getting hundreds of dollars for it. But I can't wait to tell you guys what I actually sell it for when that day comes. This is a CST Burger, which is a good company to look for. I guess they specialize in like surveying equipment, but this is a surveying laser level. When I saw it, I was hoping it was one of the banger ones, because some of the newer ones are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I asked the guy how much he wanted for it, and he only said $20. I gladly paid $20. When I looked up sold comps though, I think it's only worth like $70 to $80, somewhere around there, but it's still a good pickup for 20 bucks. This is a cool piece. I actually got it from the same guy I got that laser level from. Now normally I wouldn't pay $20 for a belt like this, because they are a dime a dozen. Like every soldier, you know, between World War II and Vietnam and beyond got a similar belt like this. So these canteens and storage belts are really, they're kind of a dime a dozen when it comes to like military surplus or military supplies. But what was really cool about this is the original owner like drew on the bag. He's got his name on there, and it says right here, Fine Young Cannibals, which is a little disturbing, but makes the piece pretty cool and unique. And I think somebody will want to have this. It's probably Vietnam era, and you could see wherever the person that bought it, they paid $45 for it. I paid the guy $20 for it because I think I can start an auction at $49.99 and get some action. At the very least, I can sell this belt for $45 to $50 and double my money after fees. I got the advanced dog training collar for $10, as you can see there. These are selling for about 60 bucks, so that was a good pickup. I picked up these vintage 1980s RC car parts. There's a bunch of tires in here, a couple bodies. The guy said they went to a car called Frogger, but when I looked, he said these were called Froggers. But when I looked up Frogger RC car, nothing really came up. But the fact, I've sold these little sets of tires, you know, for like $20, $30, $40 a set, depending on what kind of car they went to. And we have a bunch of tires in here. I paid the guy $20 for this box, but I think it's probably $60 to $100, depending on what I can find out when I do my research. This was a really good pickup, definitely a company to be on the lookout for. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, Dooney and Burke, but this is obviously a Disney purse. You can see there's Dumbo and Belle and a lot of other Disney characters on there, Ariel, Mickey, and it's in perfect condition. It's clean. You can tell when you look inside that it was used, but whoever had it took really good care of it, and it just shows minor signs of use. I paid the guy $30 for it. I didn't even look up sold comps, but you know, I'm positive that this thing is worth $60 or more, easy. Really nice purse. Got this Sony Walkman radio. The guy said it worked. I only paid $5. These vintage Walkman radios, they usually sell good. I didn't even look up this model, but I'm guessing like the $25, $30 range. But these are the kind of like cheaper items I will pick up because they're so small and easy to deal with, and they're highly collectible and they sell fast. And then I got this for $1. And these cruise ships, as I told you guys in the last video, I picked up a couple at the auction. They always sell for like $30, $40, $50 each. You can only buy these on the boats, like as a souvenir. So really cool. And this is an older ship. You can just tell by the size and shape of it. Emerald Princess. So I think this is probably worth like 25 bucks or so, but for $1, why not? I got this cool vintage storage box. It has like United States seal on that side, and it has a picture of a Morgan dollar on that side. The top says property of the US government mint. I think it's kind of like a novelty item more or less, but I saw one of these sell for like $100, and I paid the guy $30 for this box, and I do think it's worth about 80 to 100 bucks plus shipping. Now I got this from the same guy, really cool piece. So check this thing out. It's called a candlestick phone. It's got the rotary dial, but obviously has the United States pattern on it. Super rare and highly collectible, I would imagine. And it says to Lieutenant General, and then the rest of this nameplate has been ripped off or fell off. But December 1973, and I think people that collect these old phones, this is like a cool shelf piece that somebody would love to have in their collection. And I paid the guy $20 for it, and I'm hoping to get $40 to $60 out of it. With any luck, on the higher end, closer to 60. I picked up a bag of pool balls. There's 2 sets of pool balls in here. I only paid $15 each. I only paid $15 for the whole bag. There's 2 sets of pool balls. They're probably not the best, so I'm thinking I could probably get $35 a set. And so I should be able to turn 15 into 70 on the pool balls. Got a nice sewing machine. It is a Shark IntelliSew with like the little screen on there, different settings and all that. I paid $40 for the sewing machine, and I think it's worth about 125 bucks, maybe $100 on the low end, but not a bad pickup for $40. It's in perfect condition with the manual, the power cable, the cover. It's just perfect. The person said she hardly ever used it. Great pickup at 40 bucks. I picked up this little hand tool for $5. It's like a pipe bender or some kind of like piping tool to curve or bend pipes. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but some of these really rare, unique hand tools sell really well, and this particular one's worth about $30, and I paid $5. There again, if I'm buying like cheaper items that don't have a high average sale price, this is the kind of stuff I'm buying that can fit in a little tiny box and takes me like 30 seconds to package and ship. Next item, really unique, sorority paddle. I've had these in the past. They don't sell fast, so if you see them, don't pick them up and expect them to sell fast, but they do sell, and I usually get like $30 to $45 for them. And this is a pretty cool one. It obviously has a sorority on the front, and it's kind of faded, but it says spring 1983 on the back, and it has the original guy's name here, and it's really hard to see because all the writing is faded, but there's like a laundry list of names whose people probably got their ass beat with this paddle or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. Unique conversation piece, I guess, to say the least. Picked up this golf cart heater. It actually has an attachment here where it sits in the cup holder, and you can put the propane tank in. These always sell fast. I think I've sold like 3 or 4 of these. I picked this one up for $20, and it should sell for $45 to $60. It's in really good condition. I have the storage bag and the accessories, so I should have no problem getting $50 plus shipping for that. Got a PlayStation 2 for $15. The guy said it works great. I'll test it out, make sure he wasn't lying to me. But as long as this thing works, it should be like 60 bucks, maybe $50, because we don't have any controllers or anything, so it's just the console. But it should be a $50 bill, easy. This is a really good brand to be on the lookout for, Shure microphone. This is an older model. I was really stoked when I saw it because some of these Shure microphones are worth $200, $300 plus. So So I looked up this one here, and I guess it's an older model. I found a used one that sold for like 60 bucks, I believe, 50 or 60. But ours is like mint in the box with the original paperwork. So if a used one without all this sold for 50 or 60, I'm guessing this one's probably gonna be worth at least $70, give or take. So we'll see what happens with that. I got a golf cart cooler. I've sold a bunch of these as well. They're not like a big bang or anything, but I should be able to get $35 plus shipping for this, and I paid $5 for it. The guy was asking $40 for this bayonet, and I offered $30 and he accepted. This is a cool bayonet, and like I've told you guys in the past, if you ever get any nice bladed weapons or knives, they're always marked right here down by where the handle meets the blade, and this one's marked on both sides. So I'll be able to do my research and figure out where this thing came from and get a possible date on it. But I'll pick up cool bayonets for $30 all day, every day. And without doing any research, I can't really give you guys an accurate value on this thing. But having sold so many, I think it's at least a $70 bayonet. So we'll see how that works out. And then this was probably like my only blunder of the day. From far away, this thing was like sitting on a table and playing, and it was like under a canopy, so it's kind of shaded. But to me, it looked like this was like camouflage, like that camouflage jacket kind of camouflage or whatever. But then I like scooped it up for 15, and then I grabbed it, put it in my like little rolling cart. And I get back to the car and I realize it's not camouflage at all. It's just beat to hell. Look at that. Looks like a bag of shit. Anyway, I paid $15 for this. These in great working condition are selling for like $70 plus shipping, which is why I wanted to pick it up. But now that ours looks like shit, and we know it still works, which is great. So I should be able to get like $30 plus shipping, because somebody who might have a broken one at home can replace this faceplate. But I'm gonna have to wait for the right buyer to come along to buy this thing. And in hindsight, I definitely wouldn't have bought it had I noticed that the faceplate was beat to hell. But sometimes, you know, you're moving right along. That just shows you why you need to like pay attention to the smaller details, because every once in a while you piss away $15 on a piece of garbage like that. But I guarantee you I'll still make like 10 bucks on it, 10 or 20 bucks. So I really can't complain. It could have been worse. But it was a great day all around. I mean, like, look at all this stuff I picked up. It's amazing. So I'm gonna crunch the numbers before I like do my sign off, so I can tell you guys how much I paid for everything and like a rough estimate of what I think I can sell this stuff for. So yeah, that was a great trunk sale haul. As you guys could see, we got all kinds of good stuff. I think that was probably my best haul at one of those trunk sales yet. We spent $935 total. I should be able to sell all those items for $3,020. Actually, I left out the trombone because I pretty much know what everything is worth on here, give or take like 10 or 20 bucks. But the trombone was the only thing that was kind of up in the air. I know that it's worth somewhere between $200 and $500. So without the trombone, we spent $935 on all this stuff, and I think the resale value is just over $3,000. And then if the trombone is worth $500, like I'm hoping it is, I should be able to squeak out like $3,500 gross resale on all this stuff. So after fees and all that stuff, we should net about $3,000. We only spent $935 total, so we'll make over $2,000 in profit on this stuff. It was just high quality, good merchandise. There's just a plethora of stuff at these trunk sales. So I'm able to like really cherry pick the good items and really get like great stuff that sells through quickly with these high profit margins. You know, if you can go out there and triple your money every time, that's a win. And it's just a volume game at that point. You know, if you're selling 10 items a week and you're making $200 profit, you're basically making $20 profit an item. If you could bump those numbers up to 30 items a week, now you're gonna make $600 a week profit. Same process, same scenario, you just have to source more and list more. So if you wanna scale your business, that's basically all you have to do. It's just a volume game. You gotta find the good sources, you gotta be able to properly look up sold comps and kind of assess what's a good sell-through rate, and you gotta leave a lot of items behind, you know? There's a lot of things I look up that they're only asking $5. I know that I could sell them for $30, but they're a little bit bigger than I would like to deal with to make this little $15 profit. So I'll leave those items behind. I'll go to the next booth, and then boom, I'll find a $120 pair of boots for $15, and that's more in line with the kind of items I want to flip. But this video is run kind of long, so I don't want to keep rambling on about processes and sourcing and all that bullshit. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you, because I know this was a long one, and I'll keep cranking these out, and thanks for the continued support. like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And thanks again. Peace.